ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः सूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। यस्य विरलवक्त्राद्याः पारिषद्याः परस्वतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अकृष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं। जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् इतरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिज्ञः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः तेजोवारिमृतां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। धर्मः प्रोचिधकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं। श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः तत्क्षणात्। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। Now with Swami, let us continue the review in the prayer slokams that we say. And so I want to review the not just the meaning of the slokam, but the efficacy and the import of that for in our life. That's why I thought I would review the meaning of the slokam so we can take it in our heart and we move on. The very first slokam we covered yesterday. Janmadhyasya yatah anvayate itaratascha artheshu abhignah swarat tene ब्रह्म हृदा यः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः तेजोवारि मृगां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि. From whom this panorama of creation with both its aligned and opposing forces is guessed to have arisen from, which is totally independent, shining in its own effulgence, present in all and knows all, which in its infinite love revealed the Vedas to the firstborn Brahma, the Vedas whose mystery even the renunciants and knowers of truth are unable to fathom, in which the three characteristics of nature, sattvic, rajas, tamas, interplay and project a mirage panorama where the natural elements like fire, water, earth, etc. falsely appear different from each other, which shines in self-effulgence and is blemishless. On that supreme truth, let us meditate to immerse and dissolve ourselves in it. That's the overall meaning of the slokam. Text prayer slokam. Dharmaha prochitha kaitavaha atra paramo nirmat saranam satam vedhyam vastavam atra vastu sivadam tapatrayo moolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute किं वा परैः ईश्वरः सद्यः हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः तत्क्षणात्. There is a panacea that is available. Come on, is what it says. And what is a panacea? Panacea is Kaitavaha Projitaha. Kaitavaha Projitaha. Very important. Without anything, expecting anything in return. Now, this slokam is so powerful. A thought occurs to me to share very beautifully a part of the nectarine conversation between Prahlada and Narasimha. Narasimha Avataram has come. Hiranyakasipu has been taken back, dissolved, has been given moksham by Bhagavan's own hands, as he promised. But Narasimha was fearful, terror-striking for anybody to look at him. All the Devas, Indras, everybody was present. And so they said even Brahma was afraid. Because when Swami gets angry, even Bhagavan never gets angry, but when he feigns anger, I mean, it is so terror-striking. I've seen myself twice when the beginning of an anger comes to Swami, actually your body shakes. And so the Brahma himself sent Prahlada as a messenger to Bhagavan to tell him to calm down. And Prahlada goes and reports, Swami, what is this? And he says, Narasimha asks him, Prahlada, come on, my child, are you not afraid? And Prahlada says, well, what is there to be afraid of, Swami? I see only love in you. You are just an embodiment of love. I don't see anything else. And Narasimha was very happy. This little boy speaking like this. And then Prahlada tells him, Swami, others are all afraid. Please come back to your normal Saumya Rupam, which everybody wants to see. And then beautiful discussion take place, which will, Bhagavan's grace, we will share when the time comes. It's always grace only. But in Bhagavatam, Kunti Stuti, Prahlada Stuti, Bhishma Stuti, and the Gajendra Moksham, that Stuti, is all most important. Most important. Essence of Bhagavatam is there in all these Stutis. So Prahlada, then Bhagavan is so pleased that Prahlada, he says, okay, Prahlada, okay, my child, I'm very happy with you. Ask me what you want. And then Prahlada tells him, this little boy, wait a minute, Swami, what is this? Are you trying to play with me? Are you trying to entrap me in your Maya? Who do you think I am? You think you are a master and I'm a servant? No. See, the master and servant relationships is very important to understand. The master gives a piece of work to servant, and servant does the work. For what? Because for the wages that he gets from the master. And how does the master look at the work done by the servant in relation to the money that he pays him? He says, it's not like that. Relation between you and me, Swami, is not based upon transaction. It is not a contract. That is what Kaitavaha Prochida means. The Prochita means. Every one of our relationships in this world, whatever it may be, our family, outside, friends, work, whatever it is, friendship, today you're my friend, tomorrow you're not, everything based upon transactional needs. My need has to be fulfilled, therefore I will deal with him. But with Bhagavan, the bhakti is not like that. No reason for love of Bhagavan. And there is no season for it also. There is nothing, because the nature of love is to love. That's all. Nothing else is expected. Nothing. That is Kaitavaha Prochitaka. This is Prochitaha. This Kaitavaha means deceit. Kapadam. We say in Tamil, Kapadam. Deceit. And in a normal language, you can say done with an hidden purpose in mind. Prochitaha. Devoid of. Without that kapatam, without that deceit. What is it? This is such a beautiful slokam. When you enjoy this slokam, the essence of Bhagavatam is here. In this slokam and the first prayer slokam we said. Okay? Now, giving you overall meaning again, Mahamuni Krute Atra Srimad Bhagavate. Here, Atra here, Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute, composed by the Mahamuni in this Srimad Bhagavatam. In this Srimad Bhagavatam, Sate Bhagavate means in this Bhagavatam, Nirmat Saranam Satam. You see, Bhagavan, as somebody asked Swami once, and with a very nice question. See, you are available to everyone, Swami. He said, yes, I'm available to everyone, but I'm accessible only to those people who seek me. It's a very important thing to understand. When Shirdi Sai Baba said, you look to me, I look to you. What does he mean? Bhagavan is always looking at me. But for me to access Bhagavan, I must seek him. This panacea is available to those people. And those people are Satam, Sadhukar. What type of Sadhukar? Nirmat Saranam, without any jealousy, without any enmity. Bhagavad Gita, Anasuyare, the Swami says many times, without jealousy, without envy, Paramai, Illamal, as we say in Tamil, those sadhukar, for those sadhukar, Nirmat Saranam Satam, for those sadhukar, you don't have to be a scholar. You don't have to be a big accomplished person. No. If you don't have jealousy or enmity in your heart, in this Bhagavatam, which is Mahamuni Krite, Prujitaha Kaitavaha Paramo Dharmaha Asti. Here, this Kapadamatra, without deceit, without any conceit, that Paramo Dharmaha, this most supreme Dharmam, which is the panacea, Asti. Asti is a word we put in Sanskritam. It is available. In this Bhagavatam, panacea for all our illnesses, Paramo Dharmaha, is available for those sadhukar who do not have any jealousy at all. And this availability, this medicine, this dharmam does not have an agenda. It is kaitavaha projitaha, because its nature, love's nature is to love only. That dharmam is available. That's the very first statement. What a fantastic statement is this. Just think for a second. Kaitavaha projitaha. Remember, okay, every time I live in my life, so going forward this moment, what am I doing? What am I going to get out of this? Leave that thought behind. Just do it for love's sake, for the sake of love, because that is love's nature. Then you see what dimension that you can live in. So, dharma, projitaha, kaitavaha, atra, paramo, nirmatsaranam, satam, asti. It is available. Okay. Atra, vastavam, sivadam, tapatrayo, mulanam, vastu, Vedyam. So, what is the Paramo Dharma? Okay? Yeah. Then next statement in this Slokam says is that Atra here, it is not somewhere else. We are right where you are. Atra, the same place where you are, it's available. Okay, you don't have to go seek somewhere else. Here in this world, wherever you are, jungle, top of mountain, traveling in a train or a plane, doesn't matter. It's available. There, right that place, it's available. Vastavam means indestructible, eternal. Sivadam, most auspicious. Tapatrayon, Mulanam. The three types of all our miseries and difficulties in life suffering there are only three types. Tapatrayon, Mulanam. So Mulanam means the root. So this medicine removes this eternal, most auspicious Paramo Dharma, completely cuts all the sufferings right at their root. That vastu, that thing, that entity is there. And Vedyam, it has to be known. It has to be known. This is what the prayer Lokam says. Vedyam, वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैः ईश्वरः. Let's go to the next fourth line there, then we come back to this. अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः सद्यः तत्क्षणात् हृदि ईश्वरः अवरुध्यते. Again, I'll repeat the statement, the sentence for you, okay? अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः सद्यः तत्क्षणात् हृदि ईश्वरः अवरुध्यते. Okay? So first you tell me, Swami, that this Bhagavatam, there is this panacea Paramo Dharma is available, and that is that entity, that Paramo Dharma that's available, call it as panacea in English, whatever, doesn't matter. And what does it do? That's available right here, wherever I am. It is eternal, always available, and it is most auspicious, and it removes all my sufferings. Okay. Next thing is, the moment I hear it, okay, can I get it? Okay, what happens if I get it? Right? That's answered here. Atra, here, wherever you seek it, krutivihi, those people who follow the Dharma Shastras, conduct themselves, do their actions with Trikarana Suddhi, as prescribed in the Shastram world. In other words, those people who are loving selflessly, and that requires practice, because we're all got selfishness. That's why we're taking human birth, to get rid of it. So it's going to take work. We have to work at it, in removing it. And that can be removed only by practicing love. Kritibihi, those people who practice it, and do practicing that, susrushubihi, they also listen. The Sravanam, listen to the stories and glories of Bhagavan, all the good godly things. Okay, so not only you have to hear them, listen to them, imbibe them, but you also have to do good action. Help ever, hurt never. Okay, very important. Okay, I should not hurt anyone with my thoughts or with my words or with my action. So many things we can follow. Okay, constructive thoughts. Compassionate words, kind action, so many things we can do in life. And listening to stories and glories of Bhagavan, atra, for those people here, sadhyaha tat kshanat, at that place immediately, there's no delay. Sadhyaha tat kshanat, immediately at that place, hrivi, in their heart, Ishvaraha avarudhyate. Bhagavan gets established unshakably in that person's heart. All I have to do is follow kritibihi susrushubihi. Automatically he gets established in my heart. You see, the love is pouring out of me. When that is the case, kimva paraihi, what is the use of all other things, is what the slokam says. So listening to Bhagavatam, the panacea is available. So follow, do good actions, listen to it, listen to the stories and glories. Bhagavan gets established and manifests himself in your own heart. When that is the case, the most auspicious, eternal thing is available that removes all my sufferings. What else do I need in life? Kimva parehi is what it says. So let me repeat that slokam. Dharmaha प्रोचितः कैतवः अत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अस्तु वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैः ईश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यतेः अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः तत्क्षणात्. Now श्लोकम नंबर 3. श्लोकम नंबर 3. निगम कल्पतरोर गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवं संयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः. निगम कल्पतरोर गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवं संयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः. Now previous prayer slokam says, yes, Sushrubihi, listen to it. Now what does it say? This one is addressing you and me, all the people. Bhuvi rasikaha bhavukaha. Ye bhuvi rasikaha. For people who are interested in this rasam, who are living in this world. Okay? We are interested in so many things. But the Bhagavan, the rasam of Bhagavan, the taste of love, selfless love. If you're rasikaha, people who are interested in that, who are living in this world. Bhavukaha, who are very wise because they know all the other things are impermanent, temporary. So bhavukaha, very wise people, okay, and they are interested in Bhagavan's rasam, the essence of love from Bhagavan. Those of you who are living in this world, it is addressing us. Nigama kalpataroho, the kalpataram, that means whatever you desire you get, and that is the Vedangal. That vriksham, that Vedam is a tree, is a kalpataru, okay? It is, that's what it is. In that, from that vriksham, what happened? Sukha mukhat galitam amrita dravam samyutam. Sukha is considered as a parrot, but what did he do? It's not a young Muni. But what does a parrot do? Parrot goes to a ripe fruit, okay, and it takes it. That is what Sukamuni did. Took the essence of all the Vedas, the Rasamalayam, as they say, the essence of love. That fruit is Amrita Dravam Samyutam. It is nectarine fruit, that ripe fruit of prema. That Sukamuni took from that kalpataru, the Veda, essence of Veda he took. Now from Sukhamukhat Galitam, then from his face was, Galita means falling down, okay? And not just dripping down, flowing down from his face was Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam flew down from his face, which is so sweet of love, nothing but that. And so that Rasamalayam, it is nothing but the sweetness, the nectarine, Amrita Dravam Rasamalayam. Amrita Drava Rasamalayam, nothing but nectarine love. That rasam poured down from the mouth of Sukhamuni. Okay? Sukha Mukhat. Mukham means two meanings, face as well as mouth. Here it is mouth. From his Bhagavan, Sukhamuni taught us this. That's Sukhamukhat. Amrita Dravam Samyutam. That means completely one with Amritam. That Rasamalayam Bhagavatam. That Sukhamukhat, this phalam, this is the fruit, the ripe fruit, ripened in selfless love, prema. That is what came down to us, flowed down from the mouth of Sukhamuni. Amrita Dravam, Amrita Rasamalayam, that phalam, that fruit is Bhagavatam. That Bhagavatam, Bhuvi Rasikaha Bhavukaha, oh, those of you living in this world and desirous, yearning for the sweetness of love and sweetness of Bhagavan, please, Muhuraho Pibata, again and again and again, drink it. Drink that fruit, that Rasamalayam, Palam Rasamalayam, you can say the juice of that fruit. Okay, drink it. Muhuraho, again and again and again, repeatedly. How long? Till you become one with that love itself. Nigama kalpataror galitam palam sukhamukhat amrita dravam samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhuraho rasikaha bhuvi bhavukaha. Now, in Naimisaranyam, which is about an hour and a half or so ride from north of Lucknow today, where we were fortunately blessed enough to visit that place. There, in Naimisaranyam, Rishikal, Saunaka, and other rishis were doing at the end of Dwapara Yugam as ended, Kali Yugam has begun. Okay, the beginning of Kali Yugam we are talking of. It's about 5,200 years ago or so. They were doing a yagam called Satra Yagam. Satra Yagam is done for 1,000 years. 1,000 years. For a long. People lived that long because the mind was pure. And the yagam was then, what is the objective? What is the prayojanam? What is the palan? What is why yagam was being done by these rishis? For the welfare of all the beings in all the world. Because for lokachemam, that is the only reason all the yagams the rishis do, not for any selfish benefit. Please understand that. The more they do that, the atmosphere gets purified. So you and I can survive. Okay? So they were doing one for 1,000 years. Now the rules of the yagam is such that fire, Agni Homam, all these are done till Madhyakisam, which means till the sun comes to the center on top. The afternoon period, evening period, no homam is done. So morning they do the homam, and after that, in the afternoon, how do they spend time? Listening to the stories and glories of Bhagavan. So one day, after finishing the morning portion of the yagam, the rishis approached Suta. So Suta is a Pauranikar. Pauranikar means one who discourses on Puranas. Okay, that's why Pauranikar. They approached him, and the rishis told him, told to Suta, "Oh Suta, please, what do you think is best for all the people, okay, which will give them the most beneficial thing for them to do? Please, you decide that and you tell us that." He says, in this Kali Yugam, see how they are always thinking about the sukham and the well-being of others, not for them, no. They then continue. They said, Swami, in this Kali Yugam, people have very short life, they're very lazy, they're not very disciplined, and their buddhi is not very bright, manda buddhi, he says. And also, various bhagyangal, which means various blessings, that you get all the resources, all the things, they're all short. There's a shortfall on that, because deficient. And because of that, they're also suffering from lots of difficulties. Okay, so, but so many types of actions have been prescribed. It's by the Vedas, but what is the best for these people? How will they get clarity and lead a life that will give them happiness and sukham? Okay, and please tell us that. Is how they begin. Then he said, please, let all mangalangal be with you. And please tell us also, why did Bhagavan, took avataram as a child of the Devaki Vasudeva? Why did he do that? What is the reason? That you can tell us that. We are very interested in knowing that. And he continued, even when a person is got the most miserable life, most difficulties, maybe born the worst manner possible, but the moment he utters Bhagavan's Nama, then he gets released from everything, isn't it? Then the Bhagavan has been worshipped and praised by so many jnanigal, so many people and all that. And Kali has begun. This Kshetram, Naimisaranyam is very dear to Bhagavan. And we have now undertaken the Sankalpam to do Satrayagam. And so we are very, very yearning to listen to the stories and glories of Hari Bhagavan. And who's this Hari? He is Brahmana Priyan. And he is armor for Dharma. And now Krishna Avataram, he came, and now he has left the body and gone. So, how do we know what Dharma means? Who can we follow? These are the first set of discussion from the rishis to Suta. And Suta was very happy, very pleased. So then he started replying to them. That with Bhagavan's grace, we will take up tomorrow. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.